Just wanted to put you up a video. I took this with my phone, but the audio was horrible, unintelligible. Anyway, you're looking at the most modified Honda Monkey in the United States of America. It's got the 5-row oil cooler. It has the Kataco skid plate, which I chose over the anodizing pipe that I had because the pipe wouldn't fit. We're gonna have to shorten the neck of the pipe. So I'm gonna show you what I did. Can everybody see that? Everybody see that? That's chopped right beyond the catalytic converter. You don't get any audio because it was horrible. I fired it up and everything on the video. Believe me, it's nice and it runs and everything. You saw Öhlins shock there, and we'll go around to the other side. There's the Chimera cold air intake, the clutch cover, plumbed in, and all kinds of fancy stuff. You'll notice that the factory pipe leaves a big naked area there. That's where we'll mount our catch can when we go hop up the motor a little more. There's the Öhlins you can barely see in the frame. Now, it took us about 8 hours to put all the stuff on. However, as project manager, I screwed up, and when I got out of college, I quit working on my own motorcycles, and they didn't have synthetic oil. And John can work on anything except he doesn't know anything about motorcycles. So we put synthetic oil in. Can you guess what we did to our brand new $100 EBC clutch? Smoked it. So I took it out and ran it full speed. It's crazy fast. And as I let off a little bit, I felt the clutch really grab. So I drove the thing about 4 miles at, who knows, 7,000 RPM with it just screaming. You know, mid 50s on the GPS, and then when I turned around, I had to come back on the bicycle trail, pedaling it in first gear for about 4 or 5 miles. So that was fun. Called up John this morning. I said, we don't have to worry about the clutch anymore. He said, great, it's good to go. And I said, yeah, it's good to go. I smoked it. So I ordered a Koso clutch, and it comes with 60% stiffer springs, and we still have the stock clutch. So we changed when we figured out what we did, we changed the oil, and it's still runt. So it's not a big deal. There it is. That's where I put my little phone thing. And just halfway through the video, right about here, I fire it up. But this is the most highly modified Honda Monkey in the United States of America. There is a parts list on my previous video, one of my previous videos. It's got everything you could put on it, pretty much. Stage 2 is going to be once we get this thing running. Actually, I wanted to tell you also that we got through a code call because I put in a different injector. So all we had to do was clear the code using the manual. It involves jumping in the little data port on the left hand side of the motorcycle and turning it on and then jerking the little jumper out. It's pretty complex, but we did it with the manual and it cleared the code. We put the other injector in. For the Chimera cold air intake, it had an extension for the IAT, the intake air temperature sensor. And when we hooked it up, what it did, it pushed one of the pins out the back. So we had to clear the code on that because the computer went into failsafe and it was telling the bike not to run it, anything just faster than just to get home, because it was in failsafe, because it was sensing that there was no IAT. So we got that fixed and everything worked out well. A second ago when I went out back, that showed the sailboat. Sailboats also have wet clutches, and I know not to put any friction friction inhibitors, I should say, in sailboat oil and in motorcycle oil. But I didn't know that synthetic oil would not work, that you had to have mineral-based oil, and even better yet, motorcycle oil that is designed for wet clutches. Thanks for hanging in with me. That is almost 5 minutes. I appreciate your time. We'll have sound of the motorcycle uploaded. It sounds like the rest of them. It doesn't have a lot of backfire because it's a straight pipe. Not much backfire, not much popping it off. I've ridden a lot of straight pipe motorcycles. It's not bad at all. It's actually kind of pleasant. So we look forward to seeing you again. Stay tuned, stay strong, and monkey on. By the way, I saved the best for last. John came up with the name. The Gorilla's Taken. I wanted to call it the Grom Eater because we're going to eat some Groms. However, we're calling her the Pimp Chimp. I'll leave you with that. I'd love to see the haters in the comments.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.